Hey guys, welcome to Operation Crypto. Today we're going to take a look at Harmony One and do some price analysis and have a look at what's going on over the bigger picture. The Bitcoin chart is starting to look a little bit more positive. It's been down for 3 months now, and we are just breaking through this downtrend that we've been in since the highs, which we would say was pretty much the 10th of November. So we are into that third month of downward pressure. We've had a retest of that trend here, 27th of December, another retest back on the 20th of Jan. And now we are getting a lovely bullish engulfing candle that has taken out all of this trading area. If you look at this wick here, this is where we need to break through. I think if we do manage to get through there and get some nice closures above it, then we'll really start to push on back up towards that 42k region. With that, if the bullish price action does continue and we start to form a bit of a base around here, ultimately it will be good for altcoins. So let's have a look at Harmony One today. On the bigger picture, the daily time frame here, we have lost the daily 200 moving average, which is usually a great indicator of a bullish or a bearish scenario. Over the course of the last, what would you say, for the last year really, it has been exceptional price action for Harmony One. And every time we've been above that 200, you have seen major growth to the upside. And we've not really lost it too many times. I mean, if you're looking at this now, we will just put the we had a period here when we was below that 200, you should say from June to August, so 2 months of trading action below that. But if you look at a bounce off all that area, we did lose it there, but that was a crazy market dump, and we've lost it here. So for me, it is a bullish chart. We have not much trading below it, and we need to get back above that fairly soon. And I think it'll happen, to be honest. I think that over the course of the next few days, if Bitcoin does manage to maintain this action that has just started, I mean, we're not getting too excited, but we have broken out a downtrend. And if we do manage to get above here, then, like I said, it's going to bring the rest of the markets up. So all in all, so far so good. But what I want to do here, firstly, just put a little bit of a bearish spin on this, because we do know we're still in a downtrend, and like I say, we do not want to get too excited too early. And if you're looking for buys on Harmony One, remember we have not filled this wick down here. So I mean, we're currently at 18.7 cent. I'm not going to say it's going to happen, but if you keep a little bit of your stables free, and if you're looking for some entries, what I would do is ladder a few orders in, probably from this wick here, so at 18 cent, and I'd ladder that all the way down to 13.5 cent. Multiple orders within that range. You may not get them all filled in, and we may not return to those levels again, but you have to look to the lows, even though we are starting to form a little bit of a base. You would say it is a base because we've got all that trading within this area, and any wicks really below 17.5 cent are getting bought straight up, and that was the same here. When we was here, we formed a base, pushed to the upside. Let's see if we can start now forming a base, follow this daily 200 moving average, and use that as support and start to really push up. But buy zones there is an area you should be looking at. So from current prices, 18 cent, all the way down to 13.5. Personally, I think that's a decent area for you to look to target. Taking a look at the RSI, it is at 39%. Still a bit of room to drop, to be honest. If the market did swing violently to the south, Bitcoin it's pushing 40k now, but there's nothing to say Bitcoin could drop back down to that 28 to 33k region around here. And if it did, like I said, it will put the rest of the market downward. So have your orders in place down at those levels. Bullish factors we need to consider now. Looking at the current price, we are starting to form a lovely bit of a candle here. What we need to do really for today's candle, if we look on the 4 hour and we look at these wicks, you can see every time we get towards the 200, we are rejecting them. These wicks, there's loads of wicks rejecting off at 200, so we need to really close above 20 cent. It's a psychological area, but also it is a strong key area on that daily 200 moving average. We need to get back above that. Once we get back above that, we will commence bullish price action, and then we'll be able to look some other key levels. So I'm not going to go too far into the future, but this level here is a key area. If you look at all the trading around here, it was a bottom there, and then look at that, it was a nice bounce there. So 21.7 cent is an area where you should be looking to take profit. So if you are looking to accumulate this asset, what I would do is consider selling a part of your bag at 20 cent and then at 21.7, or maybe just wait till we flip that 200 to support and then look to target some sales there, because we will reject support and resistance levels are there for you to buy and sell, and why not take advantage of that? So if you're a long-term holder of Harmony One and you're thinking, right, I'm not selling until we're at $2-3, why not make your bags bigger? Because we will get a rejection off here. It happens every time, and it happens vice versa. So you're going to get support and resistance, buys and sells happen, and that's what we're there for. They are areas of liquidity where people are buying and selling, and it's where you should be doing it too. I don't hold any Harmony One, but if I were looking to accumulate, I'd definitely be selling some here at 21.7 cent. Whether that's 5% of your bag, 2% of your bag, 50% of your portfolio, whatever you want, just try and accumulate a little bit. It's definitely worth doing, because if you're accumulating down here and price action returns to these favourable levels up here, all-time high, let's mark it up actually. All-time high is at 38 cent. I think there's a really high chance that we will see those levels again, to be honest. So all in all, this is one of the, even though we've had this horrific drop here, it's one of the most bullish charts I've seen actually. I think that holding this nice trend here, we could say we've got a lovely trend forming there. I know we've dropped below it a little bit, but price action is looking okay for me. So that's the levels to buy and levels to sell, and fingers crossed Bitcoin is not up to some funny tricks and we do start to continue this growth back to the upside, because it's been a hell of a boring last 2 to 3 months for Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. I think we've had a lot bleed off the market. If we just look at the total too, we was up at $1.7 trillion and we dropped all the way down to $865 trillion. So you're talking, what's that? I'm bad at maths. About $900 billion wiped off the market in the last 3 months. But if you look at this trend line here, we have bounced 4 times now. Keep your fingers and toes crossed that we do start to push on. So that's that asset pretty much covered. I just want to look at the BTC pairing, which we'd expect to start to dine out whenever the look at our bull flag played out really nice there. But yeah, once you're looking at Bitcoin pushing up, usually it's a time for altcoins to start dropping, and this is what's going to happen now. I think we're going to see some Bitcoin market dominance reaction here. Look at that. That's going to start pushing up, and then going back to Harmony One. If that continues to push up, altcoins will start to dwindle, and if you're looking for buys, then target buys down here. 400 Satoshis I think would be a decent level. I don't think we'll lose that 200 to be honest, unless Bitcoin goes on a random run to 50, 60k over the course of the next few weeks. Very unlikely that will happen, but look to target buys here at 400 sats, and then just ladder those buys in all the way down to this weekly support at 200 sats. So maybe 400 to 200 Satoshis, ladder a few orders in there, and you might get lucky. Price action to return to any bullish form, we need to get back above these 2 candles here, around 582 sats. Once we get back above there, I think there's a good chance that we'll start spinning around and getting back up towards this all-time high at 880, but long way off that yet. I'm expecting downward pressure on altcoins in the Bitcoin pairing. So that is it really. That's my thoughts on Harmony One in the general market. Like I say, let's hope to dear God that the markets do start to pick up a bit of bullish price action, because everything's down, views are down, subs are down, everything's down. So if you're new to the channel, please make sure that you are subscribed, hit that like button, and I'll catch you next time.